Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Geometry Dash video. Today we're going to be taking a break from 2.2 discussion to count down the top 10 official levels in Geometry Dash. I tried to sort these using relatively objective measures, but my personal tastes and preferences are sure to worm their way in. Before we get started, make sure to leave a like on this video, or actually, you know what? Do what you want. I don't control you. Go. Be free. Like or dislike whatever you wish. You can subscribe if you want, but that's your decision. Make your own path. You deserve it. Now, please watch this whole video because YouTube cares a lot about watch time and my channel will slowly die out without it. Number 10. Blast Processing. This level introduced the Wave, which is undoubtedly most people's favorite game mode. Overall, this is a very solid level. Good sync, no annoying sections, relaxing without getting boring. The reasons this level isn't higher on the list is simply due to innovation. Aside from the wave sections, there's really no new gameplay ideas. It's a good, fun level, hence why I got on this list, but it takes no risks. And that comes in at number 10. The 9th best level in Geometry Dash, in my opinion, is Cycles. Cycles gets a lot of criticism for the abundance of triple spikes in the first cube section. I feel that this is slightly unfair to the level, mainly because most of these triple spikes are squished together and you can buffer a few of them. Once you get past this section, you're met with a new ball game mode. Within this one section, a multitude of gameplay ideas are introduced, all of which will return in the slightly more intense environment that is the final ball section of this level. It's fun to play, the music is catchy, and there's never a dull moment. Number 8 is the most recent level of the game at the time of making this video, Finger Dash. Finger Dash is fun, it's exciting, it's beautiful, it's interesting. It has a central theme that is executed wonderfully, and the song is currently my favorite official song in Geometry Dash. The problem with this level is that all of these good things, with the exception of the song, only apply to the first half of the level. The cube, spider, and ship sections prior to 58% all come together to make a great level, but everything from the robot section onwards is a shadow of that. To me, it feels rushed. The block design and air decoration drops down considerably, and there's practically no new ideas expanded upon, and all of that severely hinders the experience. However, since the first 58% is so magnificent, Finger Dash remains where it is as the 8th best level in the game. For number 7, we're going back to update 1.3 with XStep. This level is the first real challenge that beginners face. Tighter timings, intense ball and ship sections, and a song that, while repetitive, is quite enjoyable. XStep introduces a few new gameplay ideas, but it's really more about being a test of skill, and it performs this purpose beautifully. I love XStep, and I believe it's the 7th best official level in the game. Number 6 is a level that can be summed up in one word: exciting. Electroman Adventures is packed with new ideas, fun visuals, good music, and fair gameplay. This is a level I would describe as perfect for what it's trying to do. Beating it for the first time was a joy, and replaying it never gets old. Whenever a new player gets to this level, it shows them what Geometry Dash can be at its height, and it's the perfect prerequisite for beating another certain level. Speaking of which... Number 5. Electrodynamics. I know, this is a very controversial take. However, I feel that I have good reason to put this level so high up. It's difficult, yes, but if difficulty made a level bad, then iconic levels like Bloodbath wouldn't be so popular. Plus, it isn't as though you aren't rewarded for the difficulty. Electrodynamics gives more stars upon completion than any online demon. This level is controlled chaos. Every section has crazy colors and gameplay, yet it never feels inconsistent. Even the triple speed ship sections are quite easy with enough practice. This level makes me imagine RobTop waking up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat, saying screw it and making something absolutely chaotic. And RobTop being RobTop, it turned out beautifully. I have fond memories of playing this level back in 2014 and being absolutely ecstatic when I finally beat it in practice mode, and Electrodynamics might just be my favorite level to occasionally go back to and complete once again. Number 4 is Hexagon Force, or should I say Hexagon Force. Hexagon Force is one of the most nostalgic levels for me, because it was the center of the first update I ever experienced in this game. The addition of slopes felt perfect, and this level makes heavy use of them without hurting the gameplay. The dual mechanic is also introduced here, and I love how Rob incorporated asymmetry here without making it feel overwhelming. The music is lovely and the gameplay is always fun. No part of this level feels any better or worse than any other. They're all equally enjoyable. Now, before we get into the top 3, if you made it this far in the video, you've probably been enjoying it, or at least I hope you have, so I would greatly appreciate it if you could leave a like on the video. There's also a big red subscribe button that I'm sure looks very enticing. With that said, let's finish this. The 3rd best official level in Geometry Dash, in my personal opinion, is Theory of Everything 2. Once you beat every easier official level, TOE2 is the ultimate test of skill. It challenges every idea from memorization to timing to flying skills and perseverance. It's a beautiful level with a great song that I never get tired of hearing. The gameplay is consistently fun and it brings new ideas to the table. ToE 2 never has a boring moment, and like most of the levels on this list, it never feels rushed. I love that no death feels unfair. Every moment simply asks the question, do you have what it takes? And when I first overcame this barrier many years ago, I felt on top of the world. The final 2 levels on this list are, in fact, my 2 favorite official levels. This might make this list seem a little overly biased, but I simply gravitate towards levels that use what I consider to be very good level design. These levels are so high up on the chart for me that I can't talk about either one without discussing the other, and so I'll be going over both at the same time. These levels are the 2 that came out with the 2.0 update, Geometrical Dominator and Deadlocked. How can I even attempt to rank these? Geometrical Dominator is a beautiful, fun, exciting level that makes great use of 2.0's features, never feels boring or rushed, and is always enjoyable to rebeat. Deadlocked, on the other hand, is a beautiful, fun, exciting level that makes great use of 2.2's features, never feels boring or rushed, and is always enjoyable to rebeat. They're innovative, they're fair, they have great songs, and they overall enhance the game and each other. But if I have to say that one of these levels is better than the other, I'm gonna have to give the W to Deadlocked, for 2 reasons. 1, the gameplay just feels ever so slightly more unique than GD, the level that is, not the game. And 2, while I feel that the difficulty of GD's blind cube section is a bit overrated, I do understand the frustration. You have to pay a lot of attention to the little particle flashes before the blocks appear if you don't want to have to memorize the whole thing, which is a bit too much to ask for a level of the harder rating. But if this one section was made just a tad easier, I would put Geometrical Dominator at the number 1 spot. But alas, congratulations to Deadlocked for being, at least in my eyes, perfect. And congratulations to you, the viewer, for being, at least in my eyes, perfect. Now that the list is over, I would like to ask once again for you to leave a like on this video and to subscribe to the channel if you want to see more from me. This video is a lot of fun to make, and I hope you all had fun watching it. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time.